And like you just said, I mean, beauty standards, that's like a whole thing that you really talked about a lot during the competition, which was amazing. And I mean, even just for myself, I was looking up to you so much in that moment. What does it feel like to now kind of take on this role for not only young girls in the country that you're from, but like we just said, I mean, across the world?
You know, I'm so honored that I get this responsibility because I do feel like it's a responsibility. Growing up myself as a young girl, opening up magazines and not, being able to see people who looked like me on TV, not being able to see people who looked like me. That does something to you as a child. To want to feel like you belong into society, to want to feel like you have space and that you matter. And I think representation and inclusion is something that's so huge that people like to take for granted. And I felt compelled to say it at the moment because they asked me, why should you be Miss Universe in my final, in my last word? And I felt I should say it because I want, young girls and women to look at me and feel like they can be represented as well in society. And it's more than just beauty. It's just about being different and feeling like you don't belong because people can tell you don't belong and then you start believing it and you feel like you don't belong as well. And it was so important for me to, say that message so that people know that they do belong actually and that we can break status quo and become whatever we want to be.
It's so incredible. I mean, sitting here, I already feel so inspired
Thank
by
you.
everything that you're saying. And like you said, while you were on that stage, you talked about breaking boundaries. You talked about breaking the notion of what a beauty standard is. And right now, you're making history as one of 4 Black women that hold these incredible titles. I mean, Miss USA, Miss America, Miss Teen USA, and now Miss Universe. Obviously people are probably thinking, oh look, you accomplished it, like you broke that standard. What work is there still to be done, and what does it actually mean that you 4 women have the titles that you have?
First of all, I'm so honored to be a part of 3 amazing women, and I think it's the beginning. There's still so much more that we can do. This was just to show the world that we're here, and finally change is happening, and we are moving towards a society and a world that's not racially divided anymore. Which it still is. There's still a lot of discrimination. There's still a lot of racism, a lot of colorism. A lot of racial divide. But I think by having these wins, it's to say, we're recognizing women that haven't been recognized before in the past. And I love that it's not even just about a beauty thing. It's about 4 brilliant and intelligent women, because then it means we're knocking on doors. We want you to open up the corporate world, open up the corporate spaces for women, young Black women at it. And I think it's absolutely magnificent. And I don't think it's a thing for only Black people to celebrate, but it's for everyone to celebrate, because then we're unifying. It's like a unity, and we're moving towards a more democratic world that we really need.